Just when all hope seemed lost, she stumbled upon a video of Zheng auditioning, instantly recognizing her and thinking, I know this character. Years ago, she had a crush on her, and now with her girl group in dire need of members, she rushed over to invite Zheng, facing such an easy chance to fulfill a dream. Zheng wouldn't miss such a golden chance, even if joining the girl group was tougher than an audition. She sullenly grinded for a while and finally caught up to the other members' rhythm, but when the girl group was about to debut, a shocking news almost made her spit out her coffee. Her 0E-3F8-3F2A ring husband quietly became a mayoral candidate, making her think, did the plot twist too fast? It all happened when, at the subway, a drunk fell, and the crowd gathered like they were at a circus act, while her husband got accidentally knocked down to the rescue. Facing the oncoming train, Ming rushed in like a superhero, saving the drunk while sweating bullets, earning the title of anxious hero. Overnight, his heroic act became the hot topic, and the next day he woke up to a media storm, being bombarded by reporters wanting interviews. Even his charity work got unearthed, and Zheng quickly became a buzzword in Seoul. Gradually, media asked him on TV for heroic tales, and soccer games felt obliged to invite him for kickoff. At this moment, a college buddy, now a congressman, suddenly showed up, ready to run for Seoul's mayor, but since many members in his party were less than virtuous, he was in dire need of a shining candidate like Zheng. Upon spotting Zheng, he developed a really huge idea to get Zheng to run. At first, Zheng thought his buddy was joking since he was now a hot topic, but becoming a mayor wasn't a joke. Who would vote for someone who just a moment ago couldn't even pay rent, calling them a web celebrity for laughs? Yet, facing Zheng's self-doubt, his old buddy encouraged him until he felt qualified enough. Under his friend's coaxing, Zheng's attitude heated up until he finally agreed, bracing himself. Subtitles, however. When Zheng learned that her husband had become a mayoral candidate, her face was filled with a worried and sour expression, as she was concerned that his campaign might impact her career. Yet at the same time, she didn't want to abandon her own future. So, she decided to hide the surprise she planned for her husband, only for her buddy to announce Zheng as a candidate on media. As a result, she suddenly became the talk of the town, with many saying there was no hope, like winning the lottery for an underdog story. Her buddy, to boost Zheng's competitiveness, not only changed her hairstyle but bought her suits, turning her into a high-end businesswoman. But external changes are easy, internal ones take time. Her Korean dialect drives people crazy. Time flew, and it was finally debate day. Zheng sat there, looking a bit lost, feeling like a little bunny under siege with the opponent's provocations. As her opponents chatted away, Zheng was left untied, while the audience looked on as if watching a comedy. Even her father-in-law at home rolled his eyes. After the debate, Zheng's support rate was tragically low. Her once built confidence shattered in an instant as she returned home dejected. While dancing in her room, when Zheng was about to encourage her, Zheng mistook it for a chair, excitedly wanting her to try again. Seeing her wife so pumped lit a fire in her heart, like a volcano ready to erupt. The next day, the second round was on schedule, discussing how to boost the birth rate like parents answering a questionnaire. Other candidates rushed to propose great policies, but Zheng countered with realism. Coming from humble beginnings, she knew the real deal. The subsidies were just drops in the bucket against the high costs of raising children and education. Nowadays, young people are burdened with car and house loans. Even a meager paycheck isn't enough for living, let alone supporting kids. Her audacious statements rendered the other two candidates utterly speechless, and further garnered widespread public recognition, as if she were participating in a nationwide talk show extravaganza. As this round ended, Zheng's approval soared, making rivals feel a slight panic. To press Zheng, they shamelessly shifted their attacks to Zheng, utterly ruthless. Zheng's buddy came with a few scandalous photos of Zheng during her sultry performances, talking about explosive news. Zheng then realized his wife had quietly become a sultry songstress, with a plot twist more thrilling than a drama. His buddy wanted her to drop out of the race and warned that opponents would use those photos to attack. Media sensationalism would only make things worse. Zheng feared the damage this would cause, but he was determined not to back down. He wanted his wife to quit singing, but her team was making a final push, dream within reach. Both clung to their dreams, leading to a heated argument that ended on a sour note. The next day was the final round of the race. When opponents saw Zheng and Ming there to show up, they blasted her wife's photos like that spoiled. They disgustingly slandered her personal life, even rallying the audience with the excuse, how can he manage a city if he can't handle his wife? With such negative news surfacing, Ming's support rate plummeted, and although he had prepared, he still underestimated how shameless his opponents could be. During the rally, some supporters fiercely attacked him, while others broke security to throw rotten eggs. What a shame of the century. Faced with such an incident, he was at a loss, and his buddy hurried to wipe the grease off his face, leaving him feeling unprecedented remorse.